All right, so here is a quick one for New York session, dollar index and euro, and I already ran through everything on the Discord earlier today, and you know I think we can actually go short from here and place our stops a couple points above this high. Personally, I don't like the range here because of this whole consolidation, but of course I already talked about the fact that we're likely to consolidate in London session because they took out previous day's low here on euro, and you know um something on DXY earlier on. DXY had one high here, here, so a three drive, and they took our internal range relatively equal lows. And I think this is a good buy area because we already talked about everything on the high time frames on the file chart, saying we already have a change in the state in delivery. You can see when the bodies of this candle, we had one closure here, they returned back into the range because of course dollar index is bearish, so any run back into internal range would be in consolidation, obviously, and we are seeing that consolidation materialize itself in price action. So currently we have a return back into the range, the other block, and price action isn't perfect, but I think the logic remains. Logic that we took out sell side. We've been seeing bullish candlesticks on daily time frame, meaning I think they want to return back inside the range. And if we look inside the range, because we already have a swing low form here on the daily time frame, and let me put this one, and you measure from this high here to this low, because this is exactly the dealing range, because it took our buy side here and this one takes our sell side, and we have a 4 time frame market structure supporting that they could return back into the range. My idea of a return into the range is this gap, right? And that's the same thing I highlighted on EurUsd. So now this is New York session, and they're back at this consecutive down close candle, which I said they in fact could actually return back here because of this whole consolidation and stuff. So that would be a good entry on EurUsd, this premium 30 minutes fair value gap. And something else would be, I don't know, I was thinking I should be conservative because seeing all of this consolidation, it's very easy to flip buys and say, okay, we're no longer going to engage. But I thought about it again and I saw that the logic on the higher time frame still remains. So the only thing that could happen is, we just take a loss on the trade. So that's just the only thing. And it's not like I'm afraid to take a loss. I think this might be actually a very good trade in terms of risk to reward and all of that. So say 1980 is where that should be a good level for stops. And we'll target sell side here. Potentially more sell side, but all of this impulse price swing, I think this would make sense for a very good trade. This is okay, 16 pips on the sell side. Alright. Hey, I'm having kata. Hey, serious. And this will cap January. I think we had a very good month, if you ask me. Actually, a very good month. This week was funny because this week we had lots of opportunities, and we could only take a few of them, and it's actually painful. So we go. So if you're scared of taking a loss, because this is the last day of January, so you can, you know, brag about your P&L online or somewhere. You don't have to take this trade, but if you think this is a good one, I think, you should actually put this one into consideration because where I go.